In a previous video, we looked at using table formats to quickly format lists of data. In this video, we'll be looking at creating tables so that we can use the special features that come with tables in Excel. Here we have some data that are figures related to the visitors to a website. The website itself records the number of page views per month, the revenue, the return per 1,000 views, and there's also a running total of page views for the period. While we could continue entering data into this list without using a table, one of the benefits of a table is that it will give us totals, and it will also allow us to create a chart that will grow automatically as more data is entered into the table. To create a table, you need a list of data that looks somewhat like this, with columns and column headings and rows of similar information. To convert this data to a table, I'll either select over the range or click somewhere in it. And then from the Home tab of the ribbon, I'm going to choose Format as Table and choose a table format. I'm going to select a simple one like this. Excel is asking me to confirm that this is the data area that contains my table information, and I'm also selecting that my table has headers. And I'll click OK. And Excel has now converted my range into a table. There are filters here for each of the columns. And in this table, filters are not particularly important to me, so I can turn them off. To do this with my cell pointer somewhere inside my table, I'm going to click the Table Tools Design tab, and I'm going to disable the Filter button, and that turns those filters off. I could also select to format my data differently. For example, I could select a different format for this last column by clicking on this, or a different one for the first column, or banded columns or banded rows. And I could also add a total row, which adds an additional data row to my table that contains totals. In this case, this total is meaningless and I don't really want a total row in this table, so I'm going to disable it. I'm going to click outside the table here because right now I've just received the data for October, so I'm going to start typing it in. So I'll type October and then go ahead and start typing in the data. But you might have noticed that Excel has already gone ahead and copied the formulas. That's typical table behavior, and it's exactly what we want Excel to be doing. I've got a divided by zero error there, but that will go away once I complete the data for my table. So I'm going to enter in the page views and then the revenue. As you enter data below a table or to its immediate right, the table will be extended to include that data. This is a key feature of tables in Excel. Tables make it very easy for you to add data to a list. The data is automatically formatted to match the table, and Excel has done all the work of copying the formulas down as I added my data.